where they can tear it and pull it and get it in their hair. You can do just things with it. Acid burns are great. Oh, wait. Yeah, oh, we messed up, Jackie. I never got a chance to actually try this, but something I always wanted to do was put on like a gelatin makeup and then hide little bits of Alka-Seltzer in pockets and stuff. And then have like, right, you know, when they throw the acid in their face, it's just water. But then like the Alka-Seltzer will start bubbling and foaming and everything coming out. Wouldn't that be cool? Maybe a little bit of red food coloring in there too, so it comes out all bloody or yellow. Or, yeah, one of these days I'll find an excuse to try that. Just experiment, you know, just have fun with it. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, so burns are great. The thing with burns is you put on your gelatin and all this other stuff, and then you put some like blacks and reds on. One thing I tried that actually looked pretty creepy was the black seaweed that they use for sushi. Get some thin layers of that and put that on your makeup, wet it down and put it on, and it really looks like black crackling flesh there. You know. Put cracks in, you can see the red underneath. It's very nasty. But if you don't have that, just take some ground up charcoal and just dab that around, and it just gives it that nice cool charred look. You know, so making burns, first degree burns, second degree burns where you have blisters, and that's where I'll take gelatin and just drop it onto a plate and just have, it'll make like little drops, little kind of rounded drops. You let those harden, now you've got blisters. Just glue those on and they look cool. A lot of that there, it looks like, just put on some latex. Another cool thing you do with latex, you put latex on and then just sort of rub it once it gets hard and it starts tearing, making a webbing thing. Oh, there was something I meant to bring. Here's one of the coolest things you can do with latex. Every zombie movie you've ever seen has this scene where the zombie reaches down, bites something, and pulls up the skin, which comes off in this thready web, and they fight, it snaps in their face. Totally not what skin would actually do. No, I've never tried this, and I can't prove it beyond her, but I'm pretty sure skin doesn't do that. I'd also like to point out, how is it that zombies can barely walk? They don't have the strength to open a door handle, but when they catch you, they are suddenly Olympic-level skin terrors. Their fingers like go into you and pull out your intestines. Try that. Just find some, you know, relatively strong person, take your fingers and as hard as you can, dig it into, they're gonna punch you eventually, but they're not gonna be bloody when they do it. There is no way a zombie can do that. Anyway, so you take your latex, put in some red food color. So now it's red latex. By the way, when you color latex, be careful. It always dries darker than it looks. So you think you've got the perfect color. When it dries, it's gonna be way darker, not gonna be as good. Doesn't really matter for this. Paint it on a mirror or some glass surface. Do maybe 2 or 3 layers of that. You've got a nice big thing there. Then rub it. Once it hardens, start rubbing it till it gets all kind of holes in it, looks kind of webby, thready looking. Powder it. This is the important step everyone forgets. Put powder all over that. Talcum powder, any kind of powder you want. And then start pulling it off. And as you pull it off, powder the opposite side too. And what you'll end up with, you had this much latex painted on the glass, you end up with a little tiny, webby, thready, they call them knurlies, I think. They're really cool. It's skin. It's like zombie bitey skin. Then you glue that onto someone, and your zombie just takes that, pulls it out, it stretches it. Really? Is she cool with us taking advantage of that? She's, oh yeah, she's totally into it. Yes. Oh my God. Don't give me that look. I didn't take her leg. It was already gone. And she was really cool person. She lost a leg at a very young age. She had this prosthetic leg that looked like the Terminator leg. It was just a thin, you know, like the skeleton almost. But wow. We covered that in saran wrap, painted gelatin and blood and everything all over it, threads coming down, latex, all kinds of nasty stuff. She's walking around on this leg that's completely eaten away. And I can already see the anatomy fans out there saying, oh, that's pretty dubious. How is she supposed to walk when all the muscles have been eaten away? Shut up, that's why. Come on, that's a cool looking effect. People are like, how do they do that? Special effects know-how? No. You know, actually, if you know anyone who's missing limbs, they are always in demand for movies. For that reason, for war movies, so there's nothing that looks more convincing than an actual missing limb. Yeah, they can digitally take it out, you know, maybe a Forrest Gump or something, and you have $1 million to spend on a movie, but you know, in real life, it's good. The other thing that makes me happy is bald guys. Pretty much for the same reason, because you don't have to worry about their hair. Just cover it over. They're really good sport about it. I was like, hey, bald guy, you willing to let me actually cover one of your eyes? Oh, yes, sir. Okay. And he was happy because he knew he was going to be, he now was the zombie that got to the front of the camera. They put him front and center. Man, when the guy looks like this, yeah. He went from extra to featured player real fast. Yeah, he had a lot of fun. I'll tell you, one thing, again, be careful with the eyes. Now, when I do eye makeup, nothing is touching his eyes. I've got like wads of cotton surrounding his eyes, and I put something over that, and latex and gelatin and everything are applied to that. Nothing is touching the eye, the skin around his eyes. There with, a wedding dress hanging in a tree, and me with like, one of those creme brulee blow torches. Howdy. Like slam the door, call the realtor, move away. Let it cool down before you stick down. So here's the ultimate. So we wanted to have the scene where we rip some guy's guts out because it's a zombie movie and that's what they did. So we find a guy who had as little body hair as possible. It came down to two guys. This guy and another guy who made Ron Jeremy look like this guy. So it was this guy. Yeah, had to be. Because there was no, I had to tell him. So I took a non-stick cookie tray, poured my gelatin onto that, and let it harden, and then peeled it off slowly. Now I had a nice, square of what looks like skin, because it really is pig skin. We taped onto him some plastic bags and filled it with our nasty zombie guts, which are the thing I found that works best for guts. I don't know, it's kind of guts, pig guts. They sell hog casings at the Tractor Supply store for making sausages. And if you didn't know this, that crunchy outside of your sausage is pig intestine. I've just like made a bunch of vegetarians here. So you soak them, they're all shriveled up and could you go like go tell Shelly I need some judges? Because I don't. 2, 1. Okay, folks, let's see what we got. Thank you. Oh, good. A big hand for all these people here. They were the lucky ones who could ignore me.
We can just move furniture if we want.